Hello everyone, I'm back. Yeah, I know. That crazy retired clown PST guy. See this image? Man, I absolutely love this image. I don't know why, but I have kept so many things in my career. You know? Look at that. Look at that. Does that say it all right there? Oh, man, look at that. All right, guys, the Marine Patrol, you guys are going to have fun with this. Oh, look at that. I kept the manual. You believe that? All those years, man. Look at that. The boating laws. Even some of the tests. Everything about title fraud. All that good stuff, man. I kept that. I used it in my career. They're like, hey, Valence, how do you know that, man? How do you know that boat is stolen? Deputies. They don't know anything. Oh, easy. I just checked the HIN number. Well, how did you know that where was that? Because I got the background, man. And look at you guys. Man, I think I'm going to be able to talk to about everybody. Of course, look who's in the center. My man. Yeah. Look at these guys. I wish I had more cards. But you know what? This young lady right here. Ooh, I haven't heard from her, man, many, many moons. I guess after I left. But she reached out to me, man. She knows. She got connected and she reached out to me. And I'm going to talk about her. Oh, yeah, I'm going to talk about her. Oh, you remember this? Bingham, man. Bingham was all about making stuff about the Marine Patrol. I got to put a new battery in it, but I kept that sucker, man. Anything with the Marine Patrol. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my career. I don't know if most of you guys know that I never even wanted to be a cop. No. My dad was a cop in New York. He worked in the Verrazano Bridge. Yeah, I can remember those stories with my dad, but I won't get into that because that's whew, it gets emotional. But I came in and actually received an interview. I actually had an interview. I was living in Stewart, and I had an interview with the district manager for a newly built park at St. Lucie State Park. It was in Martin County. So I had the interview. He loved what I had to say and says, hey, when can you start? Now, I don't know anything about anything. I just know I wanted to be a ranger. So he gave me a starting date, and I set for that date. Well, I started, and I met this guy right here. Yeah, man, one of my heroes. He will always be one of my heroes, man. Love you, Captain. He was an officer. He was I believe in the beginning he was a law enforcement officer. You notice, he's on both sides, man. He's on both sides. So he was a park officer. And when I started, they sent us to Jonathan Dixon State Park because, that's where all the action was. And they taught us the job. Well, I was hired as a ranger. And then Jim Dial from Michigan was hired to be the LE ranger. Well, after 2 weeks of Jim going to the academy, and we'll talk about that, Tucker, you know who I'm talking about. Jim was kicked out. Tucker deemed him a liability. Just because he didn't respond as quick as Tucker. Mike Tucker wanted you to. And you all know Mike Tucker. Oh, yes. Right? So they had a dilemma. They had two positions. One was mine, which was a park ranger. And the other one was the law enforcement ranger. So the manager had a dilemma. He's like stuck. He has to make a change or he's going to have to fire. Hold on, this guy. Man, he's trying to get off patrol. Well, calling in. Guys, I'm only playing. Well, anyway, they would have to fire him and hire another LE ranger. So they called me into the office, district manager. And he said, Derek, I don't know. You heard about Jim? I said, yeah, Jim's a good guy. He says, I don't know if you're interested, but we were thinking maybe you should take the job of LE Ranger. That's the first thing I said, hey, how much money? I believe back then it was 10%. So I was set off to go to the Florida Marine Patrol Academy, number 9. That was the first time that they had park patrol, law enforcement people, excuse me, my daughter, law enforcement people.
You have your front over Madison
Hold on.
Heights?
Do you mind? I'm trying to record. Go, go. So, she's 8. Love her to death. Well, anyway, there I went, set to go. Florida Marine Patrol Academy, number 9. The first time the Park Patrol was being taught by the Marine Patrol instructors. So we had higher standards in the Park Patrol. You know, the Park Patrol before, they went locally. But man, when we got connected with the Marine Patrol, oh, a lot of things happened. So I went off to the Marine Patrol Academy, number 9. I'm going to skip that because that's a story within itself. But as far as my education, man, I am dumb as, you know what I'm saying? You guys are learning my career and my life. I never even entered high school. You believe that? I mean, I was at 8th grade. My dad was having such a hard time financially. I made a decision, man. I said, hey, you know what? I think I can skip high school. And back then, what is now the GED was a high school diploma. So guess what I did? In a couple of weeks, bam, I took the test, and guess what? I passed. So here I am, an 8th grader with a high school diploma. Imagine that. And it says high school. It doesn't say GED. So I completely skipped all the experiences in the high school. So as far as education, man, I ain't that damn smart. I mean, if there's a test, I'm cramming for 2 days just to get a C. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys out there, some of you can relate. So, I never went to college. No, man, my dad couldn't afford college. Are you kidding me? I never went, further my education. Even in law enforcement, I just went to a certain point. You know, a lot of you guys kept going and going and going because you're trying to get that money. I just stopped when I thought I needed to stop. Later on, you're going to find out about spiritual. Oh, I knew about God, and I believed in him. I know of all the things that happened in the world as far as Moses and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? I never read the Bible until recently. I've had that Bible in my stuff that I store for over 2 years. I don't even remember who gave it to me. And it's in the box. And I don't take it out because I love the way the picture on the boxes. So you get my drift. So here's the dumb guy, right? Dumb guy with no education, no spiritual readings that will possibly alter what he's got going on. And when I say alter what he's got going on, is that I, neutral as a law enforcement officer, right? I didn't know anything about cops and all that kind of crap. I started seeing that stuff after the academy. My life was engulfed with Andy Griffin, I Love Lucy, Patch Adams, Robin Williams, all those comedians, Jerry Lewis, all those guys. My life as a child was watching those shows 24/7. I didn't play any games. Oh, I was outside, man. I like to be outside. I'm into RC airplanes, so I'm building planes, flying them, and all that kind of stuff. I had a wonderful life as far as that part of it. So you get what I'm getting? I don't know nothing about nothing. And all these decisions that these commanders do is usually from some guy they think is the best of the best, right? A professor or something. And he dictates, okay, your department needs to do this for community service. Get involved. Man, I am tired of seeing in the news or on TV where they get a African American, right? They give them something and then they start taking pictures, right? They only do that once a year. Come on. Are you guys serious? Really? Marine Patrol. Oh my goodness. I was right in here. Yeah, when we started here, that's when Marine Patrol. We were merged together. DNR with Florida Marine Patrol. We were merged together. But the Marine Patrol. I remember seeing you guys, man, and I'm like, oh, dog, look at this guy. Look at this guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of these guys, look at this guy. Patent leather shoes, man, with the patent leather gun belts. You guys were the shit. And man, I just ended you guys. So once that happened, the merger, boom. Hey, somebody send me a Florida Marine Patrol patch. Once that merger, boom, right? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna jump ship. I'm gonna go from Park Patrol, boom, to the Marine Patrol, because that's what I wanna do. Those guys are sharp. The only thing is, even though we were merged, the Marine Patrol instructor said, we don't know what the hell we're doing. Even though I made more misdemeanor dope cases and domestic violence cases than you guys ever did in your career. But no, we were insignificant. So that's when they decided, oh, you got to go to the academy. You got to go to the academy if you want to jump ship. And it was another academy, modified, of the original academy. And guess what? Guess who was there? Oh yeah, Mike Tucker. You guys know who I'm talking about. Absolutely, Mike Tucker. Man. I'm just gonna roll until the battery dies. That's what happened the other day. So anyway, I jumped ship. And man, it was, man, when I first put that uniform on, woo-wee, man. And then I had one of these cars. Look at that car right there. They gave me one of those cars right there. And it was a piece of shit. Man, it was a piece of junk, but man, I drove it around with pride. And then, I believe they gave me, okay, LT, I think you gave me something messed up. I think you gave me twins, what's the right size? I forget it. It'll come to me. But they gave me a boat. Oh man, was that a wreck. Thank God I'm mechanically inclined. And most of you were not. And it was obvious when I borrowed your boat. Oh, I can remember, what the hell is this? A switch dangling. Oh, I'm gonna take care of that and fix it. Oh, when I see the battery straps are blown out, oh, I'm gonna fix it for them. I was mechanically inclined, man. I love doing that stuff. But anyway, man, somebody get me Steve Curry. Steve was my first sergeant. Oh, Steve was the man. Oh, he was just mellow, you know? I can remember going out on the water with him in the Loxahatchee River. I'd just been patrolling a week. He goes, hey, let me take a ride with you. I was like, yeah, LT. I said, LT, I know this water back here. He's like, okay. And we just cruising. It's like dust, there ain't nobody around. And boom, I hit the sandbar. I hit the sandbar and take the lower unit out of the port side. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get in trouble. I am gonna get in trouble. Hey, LT, what do you think, LT? And when the captain finds out, oh man, Steve looked at me calmly. He goes, well, we're gonna be here a while. He's missing, man. Somebody give me his card. He's missing right here. He said, we're gonna be here a while because it's low tide. Now it's dark. And he starts taking off his shoes. I'm like, hey, I'm thinking, is he gonna swim home or something? What's wrong with this guy? I go, LT, what are you doing? He goes, oh man, this is an opportunity to collect some shells, man. He loved collecting the shells. That was great. And we sat there. I think I got home at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, you can get home with one engine. So, but he never wrote me up or anything. He says, hey, this is part of being a Marine Patrol. And I'm like, you're absolutely right. All right. Rob. Oh man, Rob. Look at him. Man, look at that boat. Rob, man. Woo! You know the honor guard stuff I got going on, right? Oh, me and Rob and Lieutenant Warwick, man, we started the honor guard for FWC. Absolutely, man. I can remember, and I'll share that picture. Me and him in uniform, the new honor guard FWC uniform that we worked and prayed so hard to get. Me and him in the uniform place with the uniform on. I got that picture, Rob. I got you, bro. I got you. Mark. Mark. Man, he was a nice guy, man. Mark did his job. You know, Mark dabbled. You know, a lot of you guys were, you know, like specialists. The difference between me and a lot of officers, man, I try to be a specialist in every aspect of the law. Boating, commercial fishing, regular fishing, gun laws, hunt the management areas. Man, I knew everything about management areas. I knew everything about everything. And I'll tell you later how I did it. No, and remember, I'm dumb. So you're going to see what I created that made me very proficient in what I did. Who's that? Rogerson. Oh, man, Rogerson. Man, we used to talk about everything, you know? Everything. Family, cases. Oh. Everybody knows Georgia boy. Ooh, Georgia didn't play. I mean, he ain't playing. You got a boating safety violation? Woof, you're out. Batman. I used to call this guy Batman. Because in my eyes, man, he was Batman. Tom, ooh, in his day, man, if you had a boat, you're going to get a ticket because he's going to find something. And poor Tom, man, he went through a lot of stuff. I'm sure you guys remember when the console, he's running, and the console fell on him. Poor guy almost died in that. And then the one time where he got thrown out of the boat, and the prop almost killed him. Man, I knew everything about this guy. Oh, hold on. Who is this? Ooh. I forgot his name. Whipple. Oh, right, Whipple. Whipple, man. Whipple. He was great. Took me under his wing, man, and taught me a lot of stuff. But Whipple, he became one of those RPU guys. You know what I'm talking about. You guys know who I'm talking about, the RPU guys. Right, LT? RPU guys, man. Secret Squirrel, bro. Secret Squirrel. I can remember coming into the squad room and the lieutenant looking at all of them while they're doing their paperwork or processing. They said, well, especially when I'm pulling in my cooler, it was pretty big and pretty full. They were like, Lieutenant, Velez is beating the whole squad in resources. One of them says to me, Velez, man, how you doing it? How you doing it? Man, I get my cooler out, and I start processing my evidence. Remember when we had to start processing, man, putting it in bags and stuff? I would come in 2 hours early just to process my evidence. And I would have like 12 rabbits. I would have undersized snook, a bluefish, you name it. I worked it all. They were like, damn, what are you doing with the rabbits? I said, man, I was working the water. And I said, you know what? I got a hunch somebody's doing something. Yeah. Rabbits. I need an FWC guy, man. Captain Beach was going to know who I'm talking about. Ricky Rabbit. I'll tell that story later. But they were saying, man, how do you do it? I said, because you know why? While you guys are beeping and bopping with the binoculars, yeah, that's how we roll. That's how we do it. Yeah, you're hiding in the car, unmarked, right? You gotta be unmarked, man. Everybody waiting to be in that unmarked car, right? Oh, unmarked, you get your binoculars on the pier, you're watching somebody. Oh, Rollo, what? He got one. Oh shit, we got him. We got him because we know his car's out of state, so we know we got him on something. And then you keep looking. Oh, yeah, hey, he got a fish. He's getting a bite, man. You know this guy. I can tell he's Hispanic or he's Asian because they keep everything, man. Boom, there's a fish. And you're looking through the binoculars. Oh, man. Hey, it looks like a snapper, man. Hey, we got a misdemeanor. Right? Then you guys, if you're really good, oh, you're going to call in a unit. Okay, we got something over here. Can you get him? I said, while you guys are doing all that, here comes Velez, right? I'm walking the pier. Boom, the only difference between you and me, I know body language. With that guy that's walking away from the fishing pole, or the guy that's kicking the bucket off to the side, right? I'm walking, I'm taking mental notes, right? And then me, man, I get personal with them, bro. I know who they are because I just checked out their car and ran it. Right? I may have ran the driver because the driver information is important to me. Is he a convicted felon? What? Maybe, right? Is his license revoked? Because he shows me a driver's license that revoked. Guess what? That's a misdemeanor. I'll take him in. Normally I wouldn't take him in for that. Well, anyway, I'm walking, right? I'm walking. Hey, y'all, how you doing? I would change. You ever heard of a chameleon? I know we had that kung fu verbal judo thing that we had. One thing about a chameleon, he changes his colors to his environment. If I saw somebody country that's fishing, hey, I'll throw a hey and y'all every time. But you got to be real careful because you overdo it, then they catch you. I'll be, hey, y'all, how you doing? Good, good, good. What you folks out here trying to catch? And they'll tell me, oh, we're just trying to catch anything. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Then I just kind of, I'm observing them, right? What I'm looking for weapons. Yeah, I'm looking for weapons, right? Once I build up rapport with him, because I have to ask him about his family too. You have any kids? Oh yeah, I got some kids. Man, but you know what? I'm a single dad, man. My wife messing with me, my ex-wife messing with me, and they got me on not paying child support. I'm like, wow, you got a job? No, man, I ain't got no job. Right? What am I learning? I'm learning that his family and him are in need of services, right? So, I walk up, I'm talking to him, then the magical word, the magical answer. You catch anything? Now listen to what this guy's gonna say. Not really. Generally, people don't want to lie to the police. So, not really means, I got something, but I may not have something. When he says not really, I already know my ticket pen is coming out, right? So when I open the bucket, bam, what do I see? 3 or 4 undersized snapper, right? Maybe a snook. Man, let me tell you guys something. 33 years in law enforcement. I'm gonna give you guys a challenge. 33 years. All these agencies, watch them. Watch them. This is a challenge for you guys. I want you to tell me how many inquiries I had, how many complaints I had, or how many IAs I had. That's the challenge, and I need every one of you guys to answer. All right? Let's see if you guys can get it. And you commanders, man, if you got a connection, let them run me, man. Put my name in the computer. See what comes up. All right? So if I got this guy on 2 misdemeanors, right? Back in the day, we had the privilege of throwing it back in the water. I would say, sir, I got you on 2 misdemeanors, right? I'm always giving people a break. You don't need to mess them up. You don't need to jack the charges, right, Tom? I would say, remember, your job is to educate, man, and get the guys that intentionally doing the crime. That's the one you want to get. So I want to get my activity because I'm a high activity guy. I'm gonna get my activity. Every stop, every time I had something going on, it was documented. Because if it ain't documented, it didn't happen in law enforcement. You all know that. So I would document. I'm gonna document the undersized snapper. I'm gonna give him a warning for undersized snapper, right? And I'm gonna give him the citation for the undersized snook. You got me? Then as I'm walking around with the snook, because I'm taking my snook, that's evidence, he's gonna ask, Officer Velez, yes sir, what do you want me to do with the fish? What do you think my answer is? I know his position, right? I know his family is struggling. I know that. I talked to him, right? He's not a bad guy. I ran him, man. He didn't have a warrant. Man, he didn't even have anything. When he said he missed the child support payment, he didn't even have that on his record. You know what I do? Take it home, man. Take it home and feed your family. They're dead anyway. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand, man, what I'm saying? Okay. I hope we don't get nobody in trouble now. We're on YouTube. You notice I took you off Popo's Precinct and I took you off my page because I'm going to get real with you guys. Right? Look at this guy. Man. I've been in that helicopter so many times, man. I could remember flying over Corbett. I don't know if it was this helicopter. Flying over Corbett, and I was like, man, let me check those hunters over there. And the pilot's like, you for real? I said, yeah, I got my ticket book. I take my ticket book everywhere with me, right? Boom, there's 4 or 5 hunters in Corbett. And here we come. He lands, I pop out. I do my little inspection. They were all good. I got my, I got my contact. They were all good, and we fly away. Man, that was incredible. For me to be able to say that, oh, incredible. Okay, let's talk about stops. Because some of you people, man, are lazy. Especially a lot of these people in the departments, man. You're talking about an officer supposed to be patrolling 1 citation a month. 1 citation a month. You ask me, or the commanders, they can check my stuff. 1 citation a month? Are you kidding me? Man, I was writing 2 ticket books a month. I wasn't like Frank. Where's Frank at? Where's Frank? Frank! Oh, man, he wrote some tickets. Frank would write some tickets, man. You got stopped by this guy? Woo! You got a ticket. Ask me how many boat stops I made. Well, the average officer makes what? 5 or 6, right? If he's hot, he's go-getter, maybe 12. You ask me, when I was in the Marine Patrol in Jupiter Inlet, man, shoo! Who did you stop, Derek? Who did you stop? Everybody. Every boat I saw. Yeah. Did dispatch like me? Oh, hell no. But you know what? I got to know those girls, and they became my friends. And before I knew it, they were behind me. They had my nicknames. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mr. 1050. That's what they called me. Yeah. Carol Ann. Oh, man, I bonded with Carol Ann. Carol Ann is the apple of my career and life. When I start talking about them individually after I feature them, oh, man, it's going to be emotional when I get to Carol Ann. And then we had Jeannie. She was young and all full of bubbly, and she was energetic. Thank God they had young girls, because Mr. 1050, she used to tell me, bro, if there was a can, aluminum can floating, you would stop it. And I would say, oh, yeah. You don't know what's in the can, right? I can remember Loxahatchee River. Oh, at night, just watching, seeing if I can get a gill netter. Man, I see these lights in the sky, and I'm thinking, oh, yeah. Finally, God had brought it to me, a UFO, and it's coming closer. And sure, the lights are coming, and now I'm hearing the prop. And I'm like, oh, what is this? It's about 11 o'clock at night. I mean, oh my goodness, what am I going to get myself into? Then I start thinking, oh, my backup. These Marine Patrol guys, they're all gone, except for the RPU guys that are sneaking around. This craft lands, and there I am on my radio. 1172 Central, 1172, 1050 on a biplane. And they were like, what? Yeah, 1050 on a biplane. Man, when that plane landed, I'm thinking, woo, I just got some kilos of cocaine. But what happened was, when I did the inspection by myself, without backup, yeah, I know, I was crazy back then. I did the inspection, I learned quickly who the guy was, where he was from. I learned a little bit about his family, because that's how I rolled, right? And then I learned that he had just a slight thing going on with one of his gauges, and he decided to land and check things out. He made a phone call, and he had somebody coming to him. Yeah, I didn't get my cocaine. I didn't. Not that day. So, you see how I was? Oh, with FWC now. In the management area? Oh, I stopped everybody. They would say, Velez, how do you get so many cases? Well, you know what? If you increase your stops, right? Think about this. Just imagine. You increase your stops, yeah, your activity is going to go up. Your contacts with people is going to go up. 33 years. This is another challenge. 33 years, how many times do you think I shot someone? I used my pepper spray. I used my baton. That's a challenge for you guys. Write it down, man, in the comments. How many times do you think I used force on a human being? I'm not going to tell you. You guys are going to figure it out. And you guys, if you got connections, oh yeah, I know who you are. And a lot of you guys apply commanders. You got a connection, man. Tell them, hey, use the force, nonetheless. Tell me what we got. All right? And share it with the group. You know? So you see me? Now, be proficient. I was an outsider. It was unfair what they did to you guys. Right? How dare the state come and change you up? How dare the state come and make you an FWC officer? Or the same thing on the other house. I'm going to talk about those wonderful guys, the GFC guys. How dare the state take it away from us? Man, you guys, your whole life wanted to be Marine Patrol officers. Not like me, man. I wanted to be a park ranger, so I'm neutral. See what I'm saying? This guy, are you kidding me? I mean, come on. All you guys, Frank, where are you? Frank. All you guys, that's all you ever dreamed of, to be a Marine Patrol officer. And the damn state took it away. Yeah, because they didn't give a shit about us. You want to talk about give a shit? When I was with the state, Park Patrol, 9 years of not getting special risk. Man, I carried a gun and did the job every day. 9 years they didn't give us special risk because they considered us not special risk. Man, you're not really police officers. Yeah, 9 years, so I got fucked with that retirement. Yeah, I did something great today. Oh, yeah. I called my FRS and I withdrew my last money. When I started pulling, I had $165,000. But man, I've been pulling. I created my clown character when I was suicidal. And that character, man, does wonderful things in the community. So I pull, man. Every time I need stickers or whatever I need for the kids, I pull. I keep pulling and I pull and I pull. And then I had this dream in Tequesta to create Clown Town. Oh, a children's facility. It was 2,400 feet. Google me, man. Popo in Tequesta or Officer Velez in Tequesta. This dream of mine, was incredible. Beach, I see ya. Remember that case? It was incredible. But I had to give it all away because I wanted to live my dream and career, man. I spent $44,000 of my retirement on that club. And I buy the kids badges and stickers and all that wonderful things that brings a smile to their face just for even a moment. So yesterday, God told me, and you guys gonna think a little crazy, but when I get to the Christian part of it, you're gonna know I'm for real. God told me, Derek, you're done. You are done. You passed every obstacle. You passed. You didn't kill yourself when you wanted to. Oh, you FWC guys, when I tell you about my suicide, man, when I tell you what I was thinking, you would be like, oh my God, he put a lot of thought into that. Yeah, I put so much thought into it that I knew my family would get the $250 damn dollars, right? $250,000, right? For being a fucking dead cop. And then I knew that all my 4 or 5 kids, right, will get this. They will get college tuition, man, paid because I got dead. Yeah. Thank God I had a date. And the date never came. The date never came because of Popo, the clown. Yeah, pretty heavy shit, right? You're gonna later learn. You know, I've never been spiritual, man. My mom and family were holy rollers. I mean, come on, I got a Puerto Rican background. What do you think they're doing? Bouncing around in the church and stuff. I was always the guy in the back. And they were calling on me. You know how they do in the church? They're calling on me. And I used to say, God, I ain't ready. I ain't ready until I'm ready. And you know what? Last week, I forgave my mom over some crazy shit. And you guys are going to learn about that too. I forgave my mom, and that was the last thing I needed to do in my life because I overcame every obstacle, every obstacle, every obstacle. My dad dying in my arms. I did CPR on him for 45 minutes, and you're gonna learn about that. What did I do? Did I commit suicide? No. Did I get mad? No. I made something negative into something positive. I became the CPR instructor, international for Club Med. Yes, in the American Heart Association. You guys don't know that I certified over 1,000 people just to get through my father's death, right? And then, the ex-wife, that bitch, right? Married 9 years. I come home from patrol after I told her I'm going to divorce her, and she clings my cock lock. I'm talking about everything is gone. Everything. The only thing left is my uniforms. Because she knew if she took them, she would get arrested. Some of these heroes, like Bobby Lintz, bro, Bobby Lintz, he brought me a fork and a spoon and a paper plate because I had nothing. I had nothing and my kids were gone and the bank account was empty. You understand what I'm saying to you? But I fought through it. I did something about it. I became a single dad with 4 kids. Yeah, doing the job. Can you imagine that shit? Then I come over here. Oh, man. You guys, man, were great. They come over here with the bullshit FWC. They could have merged us and made 2 different divisions. That's what they should have done. But they, you know what? They didn't give a flying fuck about each one of us. Not one of you did they care about, right? Not only that, they didn't give a flying fuck about your family, right? Your whole life, man, you guys wanted to be who you were. FWC or GFC, and they fucked it all up. They didn't care about your history. Oh, man, I can remember working with Richie Obach. Some of you guys know Richie. And Captain Beach with GFC and Kathy Chizzy. Oh, my God, when I get to those stories, incredible people. They should have been able to retire in their uniforms. But no, they fucked it up and made them FWC officers. Now, the new FWC guys were good. They came in to be FWC. You understand what I'm saying? They came in for that. You guys did not. You guys came to be Marine Patrol officers. And they should have respected everybody's history, and they should have made 2 divisions. It ain't that fucking hard. Am I right or am I wrong? Now get me. Look at this. Imagine this shit. I do all this, right? I officially retire at FWC 20 years, right? And then I go to sequester, I get vested, and I'm gonna tell you that story because there was 4 sergeants, I was one of them, and I wrote all of them up because of bullshit. Not doing the right thing at the right times, for all the right reasons, right? Then, oh man, I gotta say, this guy here, Sheriff Rick Ramsey, he is all about the community, man. That guy, when I go to ceremonies to be an honor guard for him, when he had an officer of the year, officer of the quarter, or whoever he was giving an award to, he didn't read shit off a card. He didn't put it on a PowerPoint. This guy knew everybody in his agency. Everybody. When I say everybody, everybody. Yes. And when there's a graffiti on the road, they take care of it. The squad on the road take care of it. They clean it. They're up there picking trash up. That's how dedicated this unit is, this sheriff's department. Man, I commend Sheriff Rick Ramsey, man. He's all about it. He has it. When I say have it, he's got clues on how to get involved with the community and make differences in kids' lives. Everybody else, man, is clueless. So get that, man, right? So guess what? I'm retired 33 years, guys. And I don't even have a retirement fucking card. Because I didn't stay with anybody long enough. You know how that feels? That feels like shit. Oh, when you retire, man, your favorite place to go is Lowe's. Oh man, I'm working on the house and shit, doing all that, and every time you pay, and I'm getting mad, man. Every time I pay, are you a veteran? No, I'm not a veteran. Are you a member of this club, this bullshit club they got at Lowe's? No, I'm not. But I say, I'm a law enforcement officer, 33 years. 33 years. And you know what they tell me? Get this shit. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't get the discount. The discount. When I'm done with my PTS and freaking out, I'm promising you guys, I'm gonna promise you that you guys deserve the fucking 10% at Lowe's. Because when you retire, bro, and girls, you're gonna spend your whole life there. Ask my wife. I get up in the morning, 5:30, and I'm gone. I'm waiting for Lowe's to open up. That's retirement. I'll be back. God bless.